To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Welcome to the Talk About the Magic podcast, where you'll find inspiration and encouragement tied together with the magic of Disney. Now, here's your host, Joseph Ballesteros.
What is going on, Magicians? Welcome to another episode of Talk About the Magic. Thank you so much for joining today. If it's your first time here, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Whole point of the podcast is inspiring, encouraging you. So yeah, mixing it with Disney too. Why wouldn't you want that, right? So today's episode is actually going to be different though. It's not going to be like what we've had in the past, only because this is going to be kind of a special episode. For those who have been a part of the podcast family for some time, you may remember last year we had a wonderful guest on the show named Emily. If you were following her on Instagram, she was known as Emms Cat. But she was a great guest. She came on. She gave her story, and she was just wonderful to have on. At the time, she was battling cancer, and unfortunately, she did not win the battle there with cancer. But I was so privileged to have had her on the show, and so honored to have her on the show. And this show is different because we've had an opportunity to be able to work together, all of us, you and I, if you're listening to this show, on helping to not only bring awareness to the story of Emily and the life of Emily, but also to bring awareness to others who may be fighting the same battle. I had been contacted by her father, who's doing some amazing things here, and I jumped at the opportunity to be able to help. As I'm hoping, and I know you guys will be interested in doing too because of what it is he's doing. It's really cool. So I'm just going to read this kind of summary of what the idea is, and so you know kind of what exactly how it would work, this program that we're doing. There are buttons that he had made that has Emily's face on there, and it's a pin, and basically the idea behind it is for people to ask, right? They want to know what's Em's wish. Now, prior to her passing, she had told her father she had this idea. She was an awesome fan of Disney, loved going, but she had this idea where maybe Disney would be able to do kind of an honorary princess for family and friends to celebrate, the person's life. And the whole idea is that there would be a magic mirror there at the park. So when people would go to this mirror, they could just say a date, and on that date, the mirror would pull up the information of this person celebrating the life. They'd be able to see a picture and details. And it would be really cool because families could go, and kind of get another glimpse and kind of just get a little more history of whoever it is that they're looking at, or of that prince or princess of the day, I should say. And so this is a huge thing to do. Obviously, Disney is a big company, and they are, they have so many different things that they could help, but this one got me really excited because I think this really was a really just amazing idea, and I would, whether Disney agrees with it or not, I think it would be an amazing thing to be able to offer something like this. And so the whole idea is for to wear a pin, and on this pin, I'm pulling it out here, which just says Em's Wish. It also has a website, Emms of M, which is MEMSOFEMMS.com. There you can find more information on who Emily was and everything. But I'll have that in the show notes as well. The whole idea is you would wear these pins around Disney whenever you guys go, and we know we all like going when we can, as much as we can. But you can wear them anywhere, really. But the whole idea is you'd wear them around Disney, and hopefully you start getting people to ask questions. And by asking those questions, you're able to start creating awareness. And by creating awareness, now you have the attention of the company to look into, well, what's going on? What is this? Why are people asking us about this? And it really is a simple idea as far as word of mouth, right? That's like the most powerful tool when it all comes down to it. numbers count. When you have people united looking and asking for a certain thing, it brings awareness. It brings, the ears to listen from bigger companies. And so I thought, when I was reached out for this, I was just first off touched because I really was impacted by Emily's story. And I know so many of you who listened were as well. And I was excited to jump on this because I think it's just a really great idea. And the fact, like I said, Disney or not, just to be able to wear something like this button and have people asking about it and being able to share her story, and then, have people be able to go to the website and learn even more. It's just a really cool thing because unfortunately, not a lot of people get that. When unfortunately sometimes when they are not able to be among us anymore and they're not here on this, earth the way we see them anymore, their memory kind of sometimes can fade. And something like this is pretty powerful. And I think it'd be great for everyone to be able to get a part of this. And like I said, share not just her story, but share what she stood for and, what she was fighting for, which we all, of course, agree on, because we definitely don't, nobody's pro, cancer. Nobody wants something like that to happen to their loved one or friend and family. So we all can stand behind that. So it's really amazing because what her father's doing is these are free buttons. You guys don't have to, pay for it. You're not signing up a mailing list to get updates or anything as far as like sales or anything going on like that, which I know we're always bombarded with stuff like that. So we're always concerned about giving email, but that's not what's happening here. We're wanting your information strictly to send a button if you're wanting a button. They are free. He sent me some. So there's two different ways that I wanted to do this. Number one, you can simply just, I'm going to have a link here in the show notes, but you can always just email me, talkaboutthemagicpodcast@gmail.com. And just let me know. You can put on the subject line, button or Emily or Emms of M or whatever you want to put, but just let me know there. And then of course, in the actual email, you can write, if you'd like any information about yourself, personal story or anything like that you'd like to share. But if not, you can just write your name and your address, and I will send you a button. You can tell me if you need more than one. If you want 2 or 3, let me know. I will send you a button. I will send you some cards as well with the information about her and what's going on here. That way you can go to the site and keep spreading the word as well. I'll also have Ms. Garcia's number email, I should say, as well in the show notes. So that way you can do that, and he can send you some personally. It would be I'll just say it here, but I'll have it in the show notes. But it is GILGARCIAP as in Paul, B as in boy, E as in eat @netzero.com. Now there is also, if you let's say you don't want to do anything like that and you do want it to be as simple as just kind of a subscribe and get the information sent that way. If you go to memsofm, there is .com, there is a list there you can put your email on, and that will get you what you need as far as the buttons and the cards. Like I said, I'm very just moved that I'm being able to be a part of this. I'm excited. I look forward to being able to wear the buttons. I'm going to be posting it on Instagram and Twitter and everything like that, so you guys can check it out there, as well as the show, the main notes here on the page. But I really would just appreciate you guys if you could be a part of this. I think especially for those who were familiar with Emily, who know how wonderful her spirit was, how excited and happy she was, and how I remember on her Instagram, she would put up these stories of just motivation. She was just encouraging. She was wanting to make people have a good day. And that's, again, such a rare thing nowadays. There's so much, unfortunately, there's so much negativity in the world. But she was, despite having every right to feel, down, despite having every right to feel upset and depressed and angry in what was going on, she still found courage to come out of that kind of atmosphere and attitude to encourage other people, to come on the show and share her story and share her motivation of what she loved, when it came to Disney, to create relationships and friendships with people who now still remember her and still talk about her. It's just an incredible thing. So again, guys, please be sure to check this out. I will put it all in the show notes. but you'll see it there as well on my Instagram as well. Please be sure to check it out, and I really hope you guys will become a part of this and just help to get the word out, and hopefully, start spreading some more magic, just doing something as simple as wearing a button. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, day, weekend, whenever you're listening to this. And as always, stay magical.
This was the Talk About the Magic podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to rate, subscribe, and share with a friend. Thanks for listening, and as always, stay magical.